Dr. Sheila. Happy Halloweeny! This is how I spend Halloween. And then I go play with my donkeys. That is so sweet. And here's one of my studs. This is Mr. Hank. He's going to be taking over. And right here is that baby's daddy. This is Comanche, who has been an amazing stud for many years. And there's that baby. He came out of the womb affectionate. He came over day one wanting affection. He is going to go to new pastures in about, let's see, 2.5 months, I believe. Mama weans them, and if she doesn't, we wean them at 5 months. And he just climbs right into your lap almost. He's got a beautiful brown and gray coat. This is baby fuzz and little bouffant hair do right here. Oh, he is so beautiful. And he needs to go to new pastures, I'm afraid. Oh, I would keep every single one. He gives kisses and so much love. Oh, I love every single one of them. I'd have 1,000 of these babies if I could. That's miniature donkeys. They don't have to stay babies. Every one of them are wonderful. This is what started it all. She was a bottle baby. This is Sassy Betty, and boy, has she lived up to her name. She is Sassy Betty, and she is wonderful. She's a beautiful miniature donkey, and she's nosy. She gets into everybody's business. She helps us work on anything that we work on in the pasture or in the yard. She gets into our business, and we had her as a bottle baby. We had her in the house. She walked around the house, and she walked around the yard until she found the driveway and thought she would go down the driveway. It's like, uh-oh, nope, we can't let her go down the driveway. She might get out into the road. And she has just been precious. She will have a life with us until the end. She is marvelous. And this is her last baby. We just call this baby Betty's baby. We don't name them. We just call this one Betty's baby. Yeah, this baby likes kisses and hugs and midnight strolls, and he's beautiful. He's just precious. They all are. We have such good mamas, and the daddy is so gentle. Our grandbabies just hang on him, and he's just a wonderful sire. But I need to find him a new home also, because I'm going to use Mr. Hank over here. I like his darker spots. I love spotted, if you can't tell. I like his darker spots, and I believe he's just a tad shorter than Comanche is, and I'm breeding for shorter and darker. And baby here is a little bit darker, I believe just from Mama. And Mama is nice and short. Oh, and the personalities. Not all miniature donkeys have great personalities, and we've had some that were a little standoffish, and if they aren't gentle and affectionate, we have gotten rid of them. Everyone that we have had as babies are absolutely wonderful. A lot of it comes from us messing with them. We touch them from head to toe. They get their pedicures on a regular basis. We have our guard dogs around them. We have goats and peacocks and geese and chickens, and we have a big old tortoise, and I always forget some of the animals, but we have tons of farm animals around them, so they're exposed to everything. They're exposed to all of our grandchildren and to strangers, and they just react beautifully. I mess with their ears because sometimes children come up. First thing they want to do is feel of these wonderful ears. I don't really have horrible lesions on me. This is some of my Halloween. I mess with their little tails because I don't want them to react adversely. I mess with their bellies because you never know. Mostly what a child will do. So you see how gentle they are? If you get one that's been just out in a pasture, they haven't been messed with, you never know what their reaction's going to be, and someone could get hurt. I spend a lot of time with every one of my donkeys, but especially the new babies. I mess with their mouths, and babies use their mouths to just see what the world is all about, just like human babies. But I don't let them, because they can nibble and they can get some skin under there. I don't let these babies do that because they can nip on the skin, and some babies do it more than others. So you have to get a little aggressive sometimes and not let them do that. So if I have a little nibbler, I try to get them to stop doing that before they find new homes. So I try to get any bad habits taken care of before they find new homes. But you see, this is a new baby, and you see how calm he is. Look at this. See, I mess with their eyes. I clean their eyes even if they don't need it. Look how calm he is. Isn't he marvelous? Yeah, he's my precious baby. I give them kisses on their little snouts. So they get used to pretty much anything that they might get in their new home. I do not hand feed them, and I really suggest that you don't, because if you're giving them treats, they're always going to look for them in someone's hand, and they might pick up a little bit of skin. So I'd never suggest that you give them treats, and treats aren't good for them anyway. These miniature donkeys, and donkeys in general, are from arid regions where they eat a lot of weeds, and their bodies are made where they really use up every little bit of energy from weeds, and they don't need really highly enriched grasses. So you don't have to buy expensive hay. We keep hay up, but it's more like grass hay. It's the lowest grade, because they do not need high grade. They can get what's called laminitis. They can get colicky on it. They don't need feed. Now, there are times that we do give them some. If we do, it's very little, but we do that to keep them coming up when we call. But I don't give them any, especially out of my hand. But just to get them to all come up, I just come out and I sit down on my little tub, and they come to me. And they come to me just out of love, because I give them lots of love, don't I, baby? The babies will all come up to me. They crave affection. They love affection. They love to be petted. So they all came up. I do have one nibbler. And he is a very tiny little boy who's quite young. And he's not grown any since we first got him. He's smaller than this one, and he's getting close to 6 months. He's tiny, and if I'm breeding for very small, so he may be one that I use as a breeder in maybe about 3 years. So we'll see. So I'm always looking down the road, and I love these little mini donkeys. They are the best pets ever. And you can see how docile they are, how loving they are. They love their little bum scratches. I've never met one that didn't love their little bum scratches. And look at that face. Who couldn't love those little faces? I'll have people purchase these donkeys when they're this young, and then they will come to the ranch and see them sometimes once a month or every couple of months until they're ready to come to their forever home, because they just fall in love with them. And I know why. I fall in love with every single one. It's very tough to see them go, but I give them big hugs, and then I have the new owners send me pictures and tell me how they're doing. And it's always a good idea to have more than one, because they are herd animals, and you need more than one, even if you're not going to breed. You don't have to breed. You can get 2 of the same gender, or you can get a boy and a girl and just have the boy fixed. Does not matter at all. But they are, oh, get your head in your lap now, don't you, baby? You see how precious they are. Well, I'm just gonna keep loving on this boy for a while. They're so good for your soul. You see how much they love it. It's a great de-stressor. This is what life is all about. Well, this is Dr. Sheila. I'm just going to keep loving on this baby. If you enjoy these videos, this baby donkey of Sassy Betty's just says, if you like these videos, just hit like, please, and subscribe, and I'll just keep on filming. Love you guys bunches. This is Halloweeny, and enjoy your Halloween. Good night.